Purchase your track today.
No faith, I'll not stay a jot longer.
Thy reason, dear Venom, give me thy reason.
You must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Mary, I saw your niece do more favors to the Count's servingman than ever she bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
Did she see thee the while, old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as you see me now.
This was a great argument of love in her toward you.
Slight, will you make an ass of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir, upon the oaths of judgment and reason.
And they have been grand jurymen since before Noah was a sailor.
She did show favor to the youth in your sight, only to exasperate you, to awake your dormant valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should then have accosted her, and with some excellent jests fired you from the mid, you should have banged the youth into dumbness. This was looked for at your hands, and this was bought. The double guilt of this opportunity you let time wash off, and you are now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard, unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt, either of valor or of policy.
Ain't the any way. It must be with valor, for policy I hate. I had as lief a browness as a politician.
Why then, build me thy fortunes upon the basis of valor. Challenge me the Count's youth to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it, and assure thyself there is no love broker in the world can more prevail in man's commendation with woman than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go, write it in martial hand, be terse and brief. It is no matter how witty, so it be eloquent and full of invention. Taunt him with the license of ink. If thou thouest him some thrice, it shall not be amiss. And as many lies as will lie in thy sheet of paper, although the sheet were big enough for the bed of ware in England, set him down. Go about it. Let there be gall enough in thy ink, though thou write with a goose pen, no matter about it.
Where shall I find you?
We'll call thee at the cubiculo. Go.
This is a dear man, and to you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him, lad, some 2,000 strong or so.
We shall have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver it?
Never trust me then, and by all means stir on the youth to an answer. I think oxen and wain ribs cannot hail them together. Poor Andrew, if he were opened and you find so much blood in his liver as will clog the foot of a flea, will eat the rest of the anatomy.
And his opposite, the youth, bears in his visage not great presage of cruelty.
Look where the youngest wren of mine comes.
If you desire the spleen, and will laugh yourselves into stitches, follow me yon ghoul Malvolio is, turned heathen, a very renegado, for there is no Christian that means to be saved by believing rightly, can ever believe such impossible passages of grossness. He's in yellow stockings.
And cross-gartered?
Most villainously, like a pedant that keeps a school at church. I've dodged him like this. Murdered. He has obeyed every point of the letter that I dropped to betray him. He does smile his face into more lines than is the new map with the augmentation of the Indies. You have not seen such a thing as 'tis. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. I know my lady will strike him. If she do, he'll take smile and take for a great favor.
Come, bring us where he is.
Oh my.
Would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not say behind you. My desire, more sharp than a filed steel, did spur me forth, and not all love to see you, though so much, as might have drawn one to a longer voyage, but jealousy what might befall your travel, being skilless in these parts to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, often proved rough and unhospitable. My willing love, the rather by these arguments of fear, set forth in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks. And thanks and ever thanks and oft good turns are shuffled off with such uncurrent pay. But were my worth, as is my conscience, firm, you should find better dealing. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see your lodger.
I am not weary, and 'tis long tonight. I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and the things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Count, his galleys, I did some service of such note indeed, that were I enter here, it would be scarce be answered.
Belike you slew great number of his people.
The offense is not of such bloody nature, albeit the quality of time and the quarrel might as well have given us bloody argument. It might have since been answered in repaying what we took from them, which for traffic's sake most of our city did. But only myself stood out, for which if I elapse in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir, here's my purse. In the south suburbs, at the Elephant, it is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet, while you beguile the time and feed your knowledge with viewing of the town. There shall you have me.
Why, I your purse?
Haply your eye shall light upon some toy you may have desired to purchase, and your store, I think not, it is not for idle market, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.